In this video, I will talk about the 4 laws of behavior change that lead us to successfully creating better habits. Welcome to Life Hack Academy. On this channel, we discuss life hacks, tools, and strategies that help us optimize our daily lives and make better versions of ourselves each day. In the book Atomic Habits, James Clear explains that by improving 1% each day for a full year, you will have become 37 times better at the end of the year because of the compounding effect. On the other hand, if you get 1% worse every day, you would just go back to zero. When we think about habit formation or making new changes to ourselves, we always go for the fast and easy solution, which is why we end up failing most of the time. Real change comes from the small habits that we develop and the little choices that we make for ourselves each day. According to James Clear's book, habit is defined as a behavior that has been repeated enough times to become automatic, with the ultimate purpose of solving the problems of life with as little energy and effort as possible. To start creating new habits, James has come up with the 4 laws of behavior change that can help us form new habits successfully. These are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. These laws can also be put in reverse if we want to stop a bad habit successfully. We simply change them to make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying. The first law, make it obvious. Making a new habit obvious means that we need to set up a cue that we can easily notice to be able to remember what particular habit it is we're trying to start. For example, if your guitar is in the middle of the living room, you're more likely to practice with it. If you constantly carry a water bottle, you're more likely to drink it. If you have a book beside your bed, you are more likely to read it. Making a bad habit invisible as well means that we have to hide the cue that precipitates the said habit. For example, if you put your phone away from your bed, then you won't be able to use it. If you put your PS4 in a cupboard instead of leaving it outside, you won't be able to remember to play it. If you don't keep desserts in your fridge, then you won't have anything to eat. In habit formation, cues are very important in making sure a habit is either formed or eliminated. The second law, make it attractive. Making a new habit attractive means that we need to pair that certain habit with something that we might like or enjoy. For example, exercising is more enjoyable when you're listening to music. Reading a book is more relaxing if you're drinking a cup of coffee or lemonade. You're more likely to do journaling if you're using a special notebook or a special pen. Making bad habits disappear also means we have to make them unattractive, and we can do this by thinking of the consequences. For example, smoking doesn't relieve your nerves, it destroys them. Sleeping late makes you sleepy all day and makes you miss important things during the day. You are what you eat, so eating unhealthy food makes you unhealthy. The third law, make it easy. Making a new habit easy means that we have to understand and accept that human behavior always follows the law of least effort. We will always choose to do the option that requires the least amount of work. For example, doing 5 push-ups per day is more likely to be sustained than doing 20 push-ups per day. Studying a foreign language for 30 minutes per day can be more sustainable rather than doing it 3 hours per day. Eating a healthy diet would be easier if your fridge is full of healthy food in the first place. On the other hand, eliminating bad habits can be done by making them difficult. You can't overspend at the grocery if you've only brought a certain amount of cash. You can't play your PS4 more often if they are disassembled. You can't smoke a cigarette if you didn't buy them in the first place. The fourth law, make it satisfying. Lastly, the fourth law of creating successful habits is to make them satisfying or rewarding. It is easier to start and be consistent with a habit if somewhere in the middle, you give yourself a few rewards from time to time. For example, you can give yourself a cheat meal where you can eat whatever you want after sticking to a healthy diet for a week. You can buy yourself some new clothes every time you lose a few pounds on the scale. You can reward yourself with a holiday or vacation after completing a certain project. The opposite, however, of eliminating bad habits is to make them unsatisfying. For example, getting an accountability partner who makes you feel guilty every time you lose track of your diet. A partner could also make you feel pressured every time you smoke a cigarette. You can also make a bet with someone and lose money if you don't achieve a certain goal, such as giving $100 to your friend and losing it to them if you don't lose 2 kilograms of weight this month. By sticking to these 4 laws, we can be more guided on how to create new good habits and eliminate bad habits. Habits eventually become automatic, which is why we need to be careful and selective of what we want ourselves to be doing. Hopefully you found some value in this content and create better habits. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn the notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.